Legit, I'm working here.
Well, in case you haven't noticed, Connor, I'm working too.
You. Working.
Yes.
That's a good one. Just kidding, just kidding. What are you working on?
Promise you won't laugh? It's kinda out there.
More out there than the interspecies translation device you made for dogs.
Well?
More out there than the nail polish you made out of dark chocolate.
Well, that's pretty.
More out there than the slippers you made for pet hamsters.
Okay, alright, you gotta admit, that one was pretty cute. I mean, come on, did you see Mr. Cuddles together? Okay, alright, I see your point, but this is different. This is important.
Alright, I'm listening.
I'm building a time machine.
A time machine?
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, could I get your emergency contact information, please? Because you obviously lost your mind.
I knew you wouldn't understand.
I now call our weekly meeting of History Blast the Past Book Club to order. First order of business, new books. What's everybody bring? Connor?
I think we should dive into a literary classic. Green Eggs and Ham. Not only is it my favorite book, but it's also my favorite midnight snack.
Ew.
That's gross, Connor. Samantha, how about you?
I told you, call me Sam. Only my mother calls me Samantha, and that's only when I'm in big trouble. Anyway, my book is one of those self-help works. It's called How to Do Your Homework Without Throwing Up.
Well, I've been reading this awesome book about scuba divers and the creepy, crawly creatures that live on the depths of the ocean floor.
Parker, we just finished that book last week?
I know, but I really like the book, so...
Vikings! Vikings! I think we should read about Vikings.
Derek,
Yeah?
no. Stop suggesting that every week.
Well, I have brought my most recent discovery, ancient Egyptian hair and makeup. It comes with its own comb.
I suppose we control my book.
What's it about?
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the 101 Springtime Allergy Pop-Up Book, Volume 3.
Wyatt.
Chapter 1, Germs. This chapter describes the common cold in detail. Chapter 2, Medication. Some medications like Zyrtec can help get rid of the stuffies.
Just now. Just now.
Sorry, Wyatt. And that leaves us with Chloe.
My idea today has to do with my greatest invention yet. Drum roll, please.
Can I touch it?
Is that a time machine?
Yes. We are a history book club, right?
Yeah.
We've read books on presidents, books on astronauts, men walking on the moon, books on wars, knights, and jousting, and even books on Vikings.
Yes.
But I want to go back to where history began.
Do you read the Bible?
Exactly! I want to take a look at his story. His love story. I don't mean the lovey-dovey hearts and valentines. I'm talking about real love that we see in his story, the Bible. There are stories of how God leads people who are willing to follow him through lives of action, adventure, and miracles beyond your wildest imagination. The kind of love that is only shown through someone given their whole life.
I want to be part of that adventure for sure. Instead of just reading about God's amazing power, I want to experience it firsthand.
I want to see it, walk through it, and know it for myself.
I want to know where I fit into his plan and how I can make a real difference in my world.
Chloe, we've been through a lot together. And as your older brother, I have to tell you, this is your best idea ever!
Well, it's not quite finished yet. But if you'll help me put on these last few pieces, we'll be out of here in no time.
Let's get it done.
Oh, Chloe, will there be snacks?
Did manna fall from heaven? Did Jesus feed the 5,000? Of course there will be snacks.
Knew it! Love snacks!
Hey, Chloe, you may want to leave. I'm all about adventure. And what's an adventure without a pair of binoculars?
Thank you.
I'll bring this back,
Oh.
just in case we run into a nice clan of Vikings or something.
Cool. Hey, what's that, Harper?
Oh, this is just my quantum physics textbook in case the time machine breaks down and we have to figure out how to build a new one.
Oh, you guys are so incredible. All right, everybody, get ready to jump in and take a blast to the past.
Yes.
Let's do it. Hey, guys, this is from Exodus 3. One day, Moses was tending the flocks of his father-in-law.
I walked a little closer. I couldn't believe my eyes. I'd never seen anything like it before. Flames surrounded every branch. I could feel the heat on my face. It was a blazing fire. But the bush didn't burn up. Suddenly, I heard a booming voice. Moses! Moses! I looked around, but there was no one. Then I realized it was God calling me. I said, here I am. He said, don't come any closer. Remove your sandals. You're standing on holy ground. Holy ground? God was talking to me right here. He said, you are going to lead my people out of Egypt. He, with all my flaws and mistakes, God had chosen me to lead his people out of slavery. What am I going to say? What if I stumble over my words? What if Pharaoh doesn't listen?
That was awesome!
are you dressed like a scuba diver? We went to Bible times, not to the beach.
I know. I'm getting ready for the parting of the Red Sea. You know, just in case.
You know, Parker, sometimes I worry about you. But it's okay. You'll get the hang of it.
Well, I have never seen anything like that. How does a bush catch on fire but not burn up?
And why would God choose someone like Moses for such an important reason?
And why would such a huge and powerful God care enough about the Israelite slaves to make them his very own people and set them free?
And lead them into the land of promise. It says here in Psalms 86:5, it says, "You, Lord, are forgiving and good, abounding in love to all who call to you."
You know, it was really cool to see Moses. He's actually a lot like you and me. I get so nervous sometimes whenever I have to answer a question in front of the entire class. But I'm learning that whatever God gives me to do, with Him, I can make it through. He gives us the strength and the courage, just like He did for Moses.
God had a purpose for Moses and the Israelites all those years ago, just like He has a role for each of us in His story. I say that God's love is beyond incredible.
It is incredible. And that reminds me of a verse my mom showed me the other day. It's 1 John 4:16. It says, "We can count on God's love. God is love." 1 John 4:16. Hey guys, let's say that together.
We can count on God's love. God is love. 1 John 4:16.
Oh, I can't wait to see what happens tomorrow in God's big story.
Come on, Parker. Don't flip over your flippers.
Flippers? Oh,